Hey guys, we haven't done a video in a while, probably 4 months, so that's not good. In the last video that I was telling you guys arms and stuff, well, I had surgery since then. I had an MRI. I'm just gonna tell you everything that I've been doing and stuff lately and where I'm at, and there's gonna be some pictures inserted and stuff because of the healing process, I guess, and the stitches and all that stuff. So, you remember when I said that I thought it was gonna be good that week? Well, yeah, the actual doctor appointment was good, but that night after the doctor appointment, my tendon ruptured, and I didn't know that at first, but it did. My thumb was like this. I couldn't put it up straight. So why it happened is because in your hand, all the blood fluids and stuff in my hand went to this little, it goes in this area right here, or in here somewhere. And when I kept going like this and bending my thumb everywhere and stuff, that tendon kept rubbing because its little hole where the tendon is was filled up with liquids and stuff. So it kept rubbing and getting weaker and weaker, and it started shredding, and then it just broke. It's not painful, it just stops working. I felt tingling in my thumb. I had my thumb like this. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was looking at my phone or something, and I was letting my hand like this, and then I was getting ready for a shower after 5 minutes later, and I was like, whoa, this is weird, because I couldn't move my thumb up. I was like, what the heck? And yeah, it is really weird. Yeah, and then I got scared, so then I started crying, and I told my dad, and he was like, oh, it's alright. And then I was like, okay, and then he called the doctor, and then the next day I had an MRI, which is a machine you go in. I had to lay down on a table, and then I had my arm in this padded thing, so my arm wouldn't move for 45 minutes. An MRI looks at the tendons and muscles and stuff, not the bones, but everything else. I almost fell asleep, and then I got to listen to Pandora, so that was good. After that, I had a doctor appointment the next week. They're telling me, and yeah, my tendon was ruptured, and I had to do surgery. So I was crying, and I was like, oh my god, surgery? Because I don't know what it's like. I never did it before. So yeah, I got ready for surgery, and then of course this is my luck, but a day or two before surgery, I got this rash, and you can't have surgery when you have rashes and stuff, and my skin is just so sensitive and stuff, so it gets irritated easily from things that I don't even know. I get such bad luck. And my dad called the people and was like, can we put this ointment on there because it's itchy on her hand and stuff. And they were like, oh, we're gonna cancel your surgery because you can't have rash when you're in surgery. I'm like, oh my freaking lord. Because, okay, so since I really want to get the surgery done, because otherwise it's gonna go all the way into the summer and I'm gonna have nothing. I'm not gonna be able to swim. I'm not gonna do all this stuff if the surgery doesn't happen in 2 days. My dad was like, okay, we're just gonna bring her in. We're gonna look at her. So at that time when I got to the doctor's, probably 1 or 2, I don't even remember really, a nurse came in and was looking at me and was saying oh yeah, we don't need to worry about this. So then my surgery was back on again. I went to the mall to get my head off everything. Oh, and by the way, on my surgery day, I couldn't eat. 8:30 in the morning was my last meal. I couldn't eat past that, and then I had to not eat until 5 at night. And at school, I eat snacks all the time. And this was a Friday, the Friday before spring break, so March 24th. I missed school because I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna watch people eat at lunch and then not be able to eat, you know what I mean? My surgery was in, I think, Green Bay. So yeah, and then we walked around and stuff, and it was pretty fun. And then I went to the doctor's, called me in, and I went into the room. I'm so nervous. nervous. I was freaking out, like literally freaking out. I was crying and I couldn't even like handle it because, okay, you know IVs? Yeah. Well, I couldn't really get it in my arm because I had surgery on both of my arms. But, okay, so this arm is not bad because I had, the tendon actually ruptured in this hand. I can take this off and show you, but in my right hand, all they had to do was relieve pressure, so take out all the fluid that caused this to happen in this hand so that this wouldn't happen in my right hand. So this stings. Good thing you can't smell. Took a tendon from my pointer finger, because you have 2 tendons in your pointer finger, your index finger, whatever you want to call it. So they took one out of there and they put it in here because they had to graft a tendon because they couldn't just sew my tendon that ruptured back together. It was just so frayed. It was like impossible. So they did this. They took it out of here and they put it in here. And then this, I think, was just a tool so they could see what they're doing. Can't really bend my wrist this way. It's as far as I can go. Like, I'm supposed to be able to. It's just that it was so tight. Like, because I've been in a cast since January 27th in this arm because of the broken wrist and now the tendon. But my thumb, it's not that bad anymore. Like, I used to not be able to bend it this far. I could only bend it like this and then it would be shaking. But I got it pretty good. But then this joint right here is really tight. Can't really bend it really good. This one's pretty good. This one right here, it's really tight. I can't bend it really well. Yeah, I have to wear that all the time now. This scar is like stuck, which is not good. Like, you're supposed to be able to move your scars. Like, these ones are pretty movable. Is that even a word? I don't even know. But this one's not. It's like stuck. So that's also a bad thing because then I can't really like move my thumb out like this. This is as far as I can go out, like to like grab a cup, you know. If you look at your hand and you move it out like to grab a cup or something, you can see a tendon move back and forth in there. Well, that tendon can't move when this scar is stuck. Since I got a tendon, like the tendon from here, it's coming out of a different, all your tendons have like little homes. So they all come from like little homes. That's what my doctor said. They all come from like little homes and they all have their like own little spot. So then if I have this tendon here now, it's coming from a different home. So then I have to kind of relearn things because it's going to be different. Like, it's not the same home because this tendon on this hand, it's coming from like the right home or whatever. This one like comes from like a different one, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same. So I probably will never have the same movement and stuff. I also got this to like, yeah, you can't really see it. It's like silicone stuff. It's really disgusting. Like, look at this. It's not even clear anymore. But it's really sticky too. It's to loosen up my scar, so I kind of have to put this on here sometimes. And it's to make it so it's not so hard. So it can like move better, I guess, too. Alright, so when I got in there, I had to get my gown on. That's what it's called, a gown. Crying. I had to lay in the bed, and they were saying like you had to put the IV. They couldn't figure out where I should put the IV, so they put it in my foot. But they didn't like actually put it in my foot yet. So I was saying like I cannot do this. I cannot have, because okay, when I see blood like and stuff like that, it freaks me out. Like, I faint, and it's not even a joke. Like, I do. You can ask like anybody I know, like they know that I faint when I see like people bleeding or like doctor stuff. It's disgusting. So I faint, and because I get nervous and I'm just like freak out. But so they gave me like laughing gas before they put that in. They put it in my foot. Yeah, I had a bruise on my foot for like a long time. And for that, it was like a good like 2 weeks. But, and there's like a hole too, and I was like, ugh, it's disgusting. I haven't slept in a while, like regular. I had 2 sleepovers in a row. Dang. My parents came, my mom came, my cousin came, and my dad and my stepmom were there. And then when it was time, they were like, okay, you gotta go. Oh my god, I started bawling. Like, bawling. I was like, it was like so bad. And I was so scared. And then, okay, so they took me away in this like rolling bed, and I was like, I was like so sad. I was like, I'm so scared. And so they rolled me in there, and then they gave me this mask, and I guess I didn't think I was doing anything. Like, I seriously don't think I was doing anything. But then, supposedly I was talking about stuff. I was like, I thought it took me like not even a minute to go. I guess it took longer. I don't know. They put like a mask on me, and they were like talking to me and stuff, and then I finally passed out, and then I woke up. I was so tired. Like, it was unbelievably tired. I was so tired. I was in the recovery room for like more than an hour, and then I got back into the regular room, and my parents were there, and yeah, I was happy because it was bad. But then that was mostly it for my surgery. This has been long, very long, and I'm so bored of it. It's so annoying. It took so long. January 27th. What the freak? January, February, March, April. Wow. I've been handicapped for a good 4 months. Try that. It's not fun. Now I do therapy, so yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. My next appointment is June 6th, and I think he's gonna say that I'm gonna be able to take that off, and I'm gonna be able to just do things by myself, like squish these balls and stuff, so I get my strength back and I get everything back almost to normal. It's not gonna be 100%, he said. He said it's never gonna be 100%. Thanks for watching this again, guys. Sorry about not posting for a while, and I think we're gonna be back, so stay tuned, and I hope you guys have a good Sunday. Bye.